In case if you are just joining us, this is Overt Radio. We are broadcasting to you live from the city of Lagos, and we are streaming on our YouTube channel, Overt News. You can reach us on YouTube at Overt News. You can also reach us on Facebook at Overt News. You can reach us on X, Overt News NG, on TikTok, Overt News TV, and on Instagram, Overt News. So just earlier, before, if you're just joining us, before we went on a break, I just gave us the results of the matches, the UEFA Champions League matches that were played yesterday. Inter Milan played 3-0 against Slava Praha. Chelsea played 1-0 against Benfica. Galatasaray surprisingly won Liverpool by 1-0. Liverpool is the current champion of the English Premier League. Pafos and Bayern Munich took the day 5-1. And also Bodø Glimt, I didn't mention this. Bodø Glimt versus Tottenham Hotspur. It was a goal. It was a draw. It was a 2-2 draw. Atletico Madrid trashed Eintracht Frankfurt 5-1. Oh my God, that was something else yesterday. So I want to go proper into the featured match yesterday, the game between Galatasaray and Liverpool. After the game yesterday, Liverpool remained winless in all their 6 of their away games against Turkish clubs in major UEFA Champions League. They drew 1 and lost 5. So after the match yesterday, this will be the 5th time Liverpool will lose a match against a Turkish club side. The only nation whose side the Reds have had 3 plus away games against a major European competition without ever winning. Also, Galatasaray kept their first clean sheet in their last 24 matches in all European competition, and first since 1-0 UEFA Champions League qualifying win over Olimpija Ljubljana in August 2023. Liverpool have lost 5 of their last 8 away games in all competition. They've won 3 as many as their previous 34 beforehand. So they've won 21 game, drew 8 and lost 5. So during the press conference, in his reaction, Liverpool coach Arne Slot said that it was disappointing because you play football to win a game, and that's what we didn't do. So he said that they didn't win. For me, it was a different loss to one we had against Crystal Palace, because for me there was a lot more to like, especially in their first half, which was maybe different from the Palace game, and in the second half it became harder and harder for us to create. First of all, because they were fighting with all they had, so you have to give credit to them, and second of all, because we hardly played in the second half, because hardly played, I mean the ball was hardly in play. So given the judgment, and Slot said that they didn't play anything at all in the second half. So that was why they lost to Galatasaray by a lone goal. It was a disappointing outing for Liverpool yesterday. At Galatasaray when they play. Also, the Liverpool captain Virgil van Dijk, on whether Galatasaray deserved the win. He said, and I quote, "Difficult to say at the moment. Obviously, they got the penalty. They got a couple of opportunities, basically through mistakes in possession, losing the ball in necessary moments, a bit sloppy. Listen, you stand here with a loss, and that's obviously the frustrating part, especially after the terrible performance we had over the weekend. So take this on the chin, and then we have to recover quickly and be ready for Stamford Bridge." So this is from Virgil van Dijk after during the post-match conference, saying yes, they didn't play more as they were expected. So we say that they'll be ready to face Chelsea in the weekend for the English Premier League. Also, yesterday when Victor Osimhen scored against Liverpool via a penalty kick, it was Victor Osimhen became the first Nigerian footballer to score 10 goals in the Champions League. So Victor Osimhen became the first Nigerian to score 10 goals in the Champions League. That is an achievement for him. He's the first Nigerian to score 10 goals in the Champions League after he scored the penalty yesterday. Also, another interesting match that came up yesterday was that of Chelsea and Benfica. Chelsea won Benfica by a long goal. Chelsea Mourinho was in a dugout yesterday instructing his players, which is the Benfica players, but his instructions were not as solid enough, as Chelsea had the upper hand, beating Benfica, beating their former coach. The players of their former coach Jose Mourinho beating Benfica by 1-0. Chelsea ended a run of 3 straight UEFA Champions League defeats, while the Blues remain unbeaten at Stamford Bridge in the group stage league phase of the competition. In 12 games and 8 draws and 8 wins. Okay, 8 wins and 4 draws. Benfica have lost each of their last 4 UEFA Champions League games, last enduring a longer losing streak in the competition between March 2017 and September 2018. Also, Chelsea have benefited from 14 goals in the Champions League, with only 3 sides seeing more Barcelona as 2. So, during the post-match conference, Chelsea winger Pedro Neto said that, he said, and I quote, "We learned a lot from the first game, and we are really happy." The winger explained, speaking about the victory. "I think the team did really well. We knew the difficulties we had in the first game, and we tried to work hard to manage moments in this game. I think today we showed the resilience of the team." He continued saying that Benfica are a tough team to face at home. "We knew we would have to work hard tonight. We played well. We could have controlled the match more with the quality we have. But we are really happy with the 3 points." So, listeners, we'll go on a short break also. And when I return, I'll be giving us what Enzo Maresca, Chelsea coach, said in the post-match conference. Thank you.
Overt. Loud and clear.
Breakfast show. So, I've been talking about the
The
match
match
that
that the match that was played, the matches that were played yesterday at the UEFA Champions League match day 2 yesterday, and when I read out the results, so I was
before I went for a short break. I was giving Pedro Neto reaction after his side won by a long goal over won Benfica by 1-0. So, and also this is what Enzo Maresca, to all Chelsea fans there, said. This was what Enzo Maresca said during the post-match conference. He said, "We need for sure to win. We need for sure to win. The 3 points for different reasons. I think first half we controlled the game. We scored the goal. We created more chances, and we didn't concede nothing apart from 2 or 3 transitions, which is normal," says Enzo Maresca. And then second half, 4 different reasons. We dropped. I think we have some players on the pitch that unfortunately are not 100% fit, but they are playing because we have 7 or 8 players out. But also, I think I think it was good to win. It was good to win in any case. So that was what Enzo Maresca said. We still have more matches tonight. Let me quickly read through the matches, the fixtures for tonight. Tonight, Copenhagen will travel to Karabakh to play to face the team. Newcastle will travel to Union St. Julius to play. Monaco will host Manchester City. This is another featured match that I would love you fans, you football enthusiasts there to watch out for. Monaco versus Manchester City. Borussia Dortmund will host Athletic Club. SC Napoli. This is the former club of Victor Osimhen. SSC Napoli will host Sporting CP of Portugal. Okay. Villarreal will host Juventus. Arsenal. Arsenal fans, this is your time. You will host Olympiacos at the Emirates Stadium tonight by 8 o'clock. PSG. This is one of the big match for this month as per the UEFA Champions League is concerned. PSG versus Barcelona. This is going to be a big match, very big match. PSG versus Barcelona will host PSG, in Spain. Then also for the last fixture for today, Bayer Leverkusen will host PSV Eindhoven. These are the fixtures, the match day 2 last fixture for this week in the UEFA Champions League. Bayer Leverkusen versus PSV, Barcelona versus PSG, Arsenal versus Olympiacos, Villarreal versus Juventus, Napoli versus Sporting CP, Borussia Dortmund versus Athletic Club, AS Monaco versus Guardiola's Manchester City, Union St. Julius versus Newcastle United, and Karabakh versus Copenhagen. So Lagos, this is all I have for you as regards the UEFA Champions League match for match day 2 this week. I'll see you again tomorrow to give you a rundown of what transpired tonight. Thank you very much. The rest of the show will continue. Next is our headline news, and after the headline news, more programs will continue.